From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
When you talk about this Seahawks defense, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Seahawks at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Walker will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Being chased out left. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This now a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
There he goes left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about...
He's got a man complete. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. Passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns have retaken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith on the move to his left. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith going to move him around. They'll try for the first with Walker. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. From the red zone now, Smith. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Watson now to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. Right back to Njoku. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10, Smith again.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's to the 15.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
A final shot before the break. Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20, Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Give to Walker on the read option. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
He's got the first down and more than that.
Touchdown!
DK Metcalf.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Watson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. 2nd and 9. And now Smith going to change the play. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's the rookie from UCLA, Zach Charbonnet.
And room there to work it inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, it's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Myers' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackles.
Down. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, 23 yards for the touchdown. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. They'll try and run it here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Smith.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Watson on 1st down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
To throw is Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Walker, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
3rd and 2, Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown. Chubb. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing now, Watson. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
One last throw here for Smith.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked by Jared Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cleveland, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall a game under the 500.